Yeah. Yo, what's up, guys?
A new week.
Yeah, we are back with another episode of Industry Chat.
My boys don't care about me anymore.
Why?
What
What happened?
I haven't seen you boys for a long time, I think last time I saw you guys was like the last recording. Did I see you after that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You visited me in the morning, but
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, we were together yesterday.
Yesterday,
Yesterday.
I was thinking money. My mind was actually like thinking money. Boys not asking what's going on with my eye. I've been having a dry eye.
Really?
Chief, I have a red eye.
No, I'm only seeing it now. I didn't see it yesterday.
Hey, dog. So I get to the crib. I'm seeing my mom's. My mom's is like, hey, did you go to your cousin's place? And then I'm like, why? Because she thought I smoked weed. Nah. I genuinely have something called a dry eye. I thought it was pink eye, but it's called dry eye. Yeah. And I still don't have medication. And I've been asking for it. But yo, dog, they lynching me. Of all places, bro. Dog. But it is what it is. Yeah, new week. Boys came to me with some interesting chats yesterday. Yeah. Maybe I'm not saying anything. Maybe we might have a studio. Then I'll rock up to your place.
A new permanent location. Yeah, new permanent location.
Hopefully people don't get kicked out for partying too hard. Huh? You know gamblers, bruh. Hey, they
Yeah.
technical. Ow. Yeah, just like that, the podcast is ruined.
Are we good? Nah, I'm just gonna swap it out. Why?
So as we're swapping out cables, I'll perform a poem. She made us drinks to drink. We drank them. Got drunk. You don't know where that's from. These boys are uncultured. Every time we have to get into music, maybe if I sang it instead of do it like a poem. She made us drinks to drink. We drunk 'em, got drunk, and now I know she thinks I'm cool. She gave me a wink, I winked back, and guys, how, sway, biang, poem, yeah, our lives, yeah. But that boy must come back. Have you actually watched his podcast? T-Pain.
Podcast.
He has a podcast, bro.
Yeah.
Live stream, podcast, whatever it is. He's colorizing there. He's crying. What's going on now? Hey, bro, he was crying there, and I was so glad. And I was so glad to have somebody who's like prominent in the industry to have the cries that I have.
Yeah.
All y'all niggas sound the same. Yeah, you should actually watch that podcast. He was tripping. He was like, there's too many babies. There's a baby, little baby, big baby, whatever baby. Dog, there's just babies and all of them sound the same. And then you want to make a jam that sounds like the baby's jam. And then you hate it when we don't play it. But it's like, it sounds like that guy. So why would we play a guy that like, you know?
Yeah.
It's like buying a Landwind. You know a Landwind? You should see Landwind. It's a car manufacturing company from China, and they replicated the Range Rover Evoque.
Yeah.
Nah, Bashaye copy blind. And then Land Rover, obviously parent company of Range Rover, took them to court, and the Chinese actually won. You know.
Really?
Yo, I don't know how, because if you can see that car, I forgot it's a Landwind, what, but if you can see that car, bruh, copy paste It's just the interior that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know, there's one thing. Although I see Haval with like one of the newest cars that they've made, there's one thing that won't be matched when it comes to like German cars, and that's interior. The Asians, you know, they're coming out with these like crazy designs, slick designs, nice looking cars, but just the inside of it will always just like feel plasticky and stuff like that. Like the GTR, awesome car, I love that car, but as soon as you sit in it and you drive it, you know, you just like okay, look, you're not expecting to get a luxury from an exotic sports car, you know. But my man, come on, I can't have the same volume knob as an Almera. I spent 2.5k, you know. Somebody spent 80k, 2.5 million.
Yeah.
Then somebody spent 80 or 100 or 150 or whatever for a second hand, and then we have the same volume knob, dog. Four of my tires, you have there, like the stock tires for that car is like 25k. So all 4 of my tires, and it's a 4-wheel drive. So when I change one tire, I gotta change all of them because all of them are pulling together, right? Well, theoretically. And then now all 4 of my tires is worth your car, just my tires is worth your car, but we have the same volume knob. You know, and that's what I don't like about the Asians at the end of the day. So at least, man, give me my luxury. Okay, I understand that also the GTR is coming in at a fraction of a Ferrari, Lamborghini, giving you same performance. You know, let me not say a fraction, but it's cheaper for the same performance. It's cheaper, but then it's like when you get in it, it's like, okay, this is why. This is why it's cheaper. Yeah. So I didn't even know how we got here.
Scooby's rant. This is a section of the show where Scooby just goes on a rant about whatever.
About everything, bro.
Yeah. The big. Okay, before we actually get into the chats, big news right now is that the president of the United States of America tested positive for COVID. Everyone knows that probably by now.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Trump did when he was still president.
No, but like you understand, this is after the
was
vaccines.
He president?
Yeah, he was.
Was he?
Yeah, I think.
Was he president when he got COVID?
Yeah, he was. I remember. Okay. Yeah, I think it's right. This is after the vaccines, the boosters, the whatnot. He still catch COVID. Anyway,
Ankir, they tell you that it doesn't prevent. It just takes down the thing.
Yeah.
The symptoms, it makes it mild, which I'm like, yo guys, then why are you making it mandatory if I can still transmit it?
How?
If I can still get it, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess that's another chat for conspiracy theorists, and if we get into it, then our show will mysteriously go missing from YouTube. Top trader South Africa, boom, gone. We don't see it anymore. Yeah.
Anyway, today's hot topic, it's actually like something that has really been like becoming more of a popular thing.
Yeah, it's becoming a chat. And you know, initially when we found out about this with one of my boys, he was like, nah, don't tell anyone.
Yeah, prop firm, the prop firm pandemic, or the prop firm taking over, especially amongst retail traders, actually. Not because like prop firms have been around for a minute or so, but mainly
for a long time. Yeah, prop firms, hedge funds, all of those things. Yeah, but they opening up the industry to actually skilled people.
Yeah,
and that's why. And that's why I really dig it.
Mm-hmm.
right? Because it's like I said, that it focuses on the person's skill.
Yeah.
Because a lot of places before, when you need to get their prop firm vibes, hedge fund vibes, they want your degree, you know.
That's true.
Which some people, they're not fortunate enough to get the opportunity to get a degree. Sometimes it's not that they're not smart enough for school or what, but then fines, you know, and NASFAS doesn't do what they're supposed to do properly, and then you find really skilled people just chilling and not doing the right things.
So there's a lot of like retail traders like just coming in right now. There's challenges, we're gonna get into that. Like you said, for skilled people, and I think a lot of people have been complaining that some of these challenges are unreasonable and all that.
Yeah, they're supposed to be. Are we supposed to make money with the but I guess we'll go deeper into that. I think starting by just explaining to people what a prop firm would be.
Yeah.
So guys, what a prop firm would be, basically, like I say again, you know, they'll go into those categories with hedge funds, prop firms, what. Although they work a bit differently, but basically, it's an average person. You know, whether they qualified, unqualified, or degreed or undegreed, but basically, it's giving money, trading money to a person who doesn't have access to that money. So it's giving people like, let's just say, for example, they'll go give a trader like 100,000 rands, and you know, this trader was a guy just trading from his shack, trading $50 accounts, and then he'll go and like get the opportunity of trading money that he wouldn't have ever. You know, and let me not say wouldn't have ever, but wouldn't have probably in his lifetime been able to get a trading account of that size. Yeah. So basically, prop firms are a plug to capital. Yeah, basically just a connection to large capitals, so that even if you're making your 4-5% in a month, it's significant. Because obviously we understand 5% to $100 trader is nothing, but then 5% to a $100 million dollar trader, you know, is different. And it's like I always saw this with my bot. I'd normally find, and that's why that's why I've given a slowdown on it, because people coming through makes about 30-40% in a month. Now, to somebody who's got $100, that doesn't take them anywhere. $30 doesn't take you anywhere these days, you know. So the guys with like 6, 7, 10,000 US, you know, they were benefiting because they were coming with 40-50k, you know, 30-40k rather, let me say, to keep the numbers conservative. But they were seeing their money, they were seeing their 20, 30, 40%, unlike a person who had $100, where it would be like, okay, here I'm basically just paying for whatever costs, data, VPS, because there's something called a VPS, you know, and then it's like you pay for your data, you pay for your VPS, and then you've got nothing to it anymore. And so that's where prop firms really come in and help people, especially like the skilled traders, you know, who really push, which I love prop firms. Why? Because people are always in my DMs being like, bro, give me cash to trade. Give me cash to trade. I promise I'll do whatnot. I'm a dope trader. You know, and there's a guy, I don't know, I'll just mention him, Raboni. I don't know if you know Raboni. He posted it was this week or last week or something, where he funded someone's account. So this person was just like on his case, and I was like, yo guy, I'm a dope trader, fund my account. And then finally he funded the guy's account, and in less than 24 hours that account was blown. You know,
gone.
So guys, stop asking us for our money, because you guys are blowing it, you know. And you're not gonna okay, let me not discourage anyone, but most of you guys, and when I mean most, I mean like 95% of you guys will not be rich off of $100.
That's
you
true.
know.
That's true.
And I think we traders are to blame for that. Oh, I'm seeing something different today. Back up. Yeah, danko technology. Guys, I'm just only noticing an extra mic now. You know, I didn't see it happening. But yeah, like I was saying that most of you guys and as traders, the superstars, we are to blame for that, because how many really come through and I'll just dive into that, but how many really come through and break it down the way we honestly break it down even here, you know? A lot of guys, what's the glory story? I had my last $100 and then I flipped it, and then now I'm a millionaire, which it's a lie, you know. And ever look, the people that are already established now, they don't like normally spin that story anymore. But if there's anybody new in the game and they found a way to penetrate the game and look successful or be successful, because even in this game there are people who look successful and there are people who are successful.
That's true.
You know,
that's true.
Stop throwing this fake narrative, because at the end of the day, that's what's creating a bad name to the industry, to a point where people are always trash talking traders, you know, except for traders. A person who's within the markets and who's like had a withdrawal or whatnot understands, you know. But as far as everyone else, or somebody who hasn't got his grips on it, now they'll be like, forex is fake, ABC, you know. And we really need to move away from that. So people must stop coming with these fake glory stories. Not that they don't happen, guys. They do happen once in a while. Once in a while,
like really once in a while.
They happen. But then that's like with how many clients? You know. And also to a sustainable amount. Because I don't think 100K. Honestly, to be honest, guys, 100% brutally honest with you, I don't think 50K is enough. Look, you can do it, but for the normal day-to-day, and especially if you don't have a side hustle or what, 50K is just barely enough to be starting to move into that life of a trader lifestyle. Because I mean, there you're working on risk. There you're gonna make how much? Like 20K in any. And I know other people will hop onto the show and like try to discredit my chat, but guys, we know what's what, you know. Guys, I've had too many friends at brokers, you know, locally, globally. We know what's what with their accounts. So stop lying to the guys, you know. In fact, I'm gonna go exposing people now if I feel like their Instagrams are too false. Or you know what? I don't care about your Instagram or what you post, but what you say, what your caption is, I will stop dropping heat too. So whoever does dirty now, I'm gonna drop heat on them, bruh. Live dive.
Because really, like, this is probably the new way to get funded, prop firms. It really is the new way to get funded. So really, and like, I like the fact that, you know, sorry, that, you know, like, they testing out your skill first before they're like, hey, look, here's money, like, whatnot, you can trade us our money and whatnot. Because obviously these companies have capital that they give you access to for you to be able to trade, you know, and all that, and they'll give you like maybe $10,000. But the thing is, here's a chat that I have, is the thing is, I'm a bit conflicted about the part where they make you pay to have access to an account.
Chief, you're a trader. Have you not flipped a FTMO account before?
Okay.
And then take those emotions, put them on a live account.
Different. It's a very different chat.
Different. So they need to, you know, actually, and I'm over ramping a bit, guys. Shout out to everyone who's messaging us, who's leaving positive comments, who's like some people know me, they have my number, you know, they text me and all of that. We enjoy the podcast, but sometimes we're just lazy, right? But then because of you guys and because of you guys consistently being there and being like, guys, podcast, we actually come out here and we do it because we know that we have an audience that's actually waiting, you know, and watching, and just like shout out to you guys. But I just want to go to something that I said. I think it was the second podcast, because I actually received a voice note about this last night.
Okay.
And this guy was talking about that particular thing that I said, that the people who pay for forex courses see to finish, and those are the ones who normally like really go and make something of themselves within FX.
Okay.
And that's why personally I'd also make people pay for that, because if you're doing it for free and then you just like not caring, you're setting trades, but then you're sleeping there, and then miracles are happening.
You'll never take it serious.
I mean, we've read in our comments that there's been miracle trades, you know. So as well, if people are just not caring about it, because you're given more than one opportunity to take a thing. So what if somebody's a terrible trader, but like we say, a broken clock is right twice in a day, you know? So what if there's just someone who's just lucky and then they make the money, but then if you look at the history, they've had like 20 tries at this. Now when you give them real money, they lose it. So that's why I feel like it's for me if I ran a prop firm, I'd definitely make people pay, and they make you pay something significantly less, dog. It's like 1-2% of the capital that they give you, you know, which for me is fair enough.
Okay.
You know, if I'm gonna give you $200,000 to trade, you gotta show me that like you can trade $200,000, and I'm sorry, demo won't cut it, because you have so many people, and that's why even brokers from the offset, and I see a lot of brokers have slowed down on that, because remember I hopped in the industry 9 years ago. 9-10ish years ago, and back then when you'd open a demo account, they give you like 50,000 US, because they knew that people were trading those 50,000s unrealistically, and then thinking, oh look, I made 200,000 US, and then they go and find a real account and then lose, and that's because like when you don't put your money on something or something like that, the emotions are taken away. That's why a lot of demo traders are good traders, and then as soon as they go real account, it's like
it's a different chat,
you know.
It's a whole new different chat.
You become thing, because I've tried a prop firm challenge and I failed. But the same amount that they've given me, right, back in the day on demo when I was practicing, so you know, your 2014s, 2015s, I'd flip that money crazy. I'd flip it crazy. And now I did prop firm stuff in 2020, and you can imagine me 2015 versus me 2020, two different traders. Way better trader in 2020, but I lost on a challenge, and I haven't tried since, and not because I don't think I can do it, but I've just been like, okay, nah, let me just like take a breather, you know, fix out other areas of my life, and also I deal with investors. Guys, please don't ask me to do investments, because I won't do it for you. But I've been exposed to the same capital, even more capital, with working with investors. And I think one of the upsides to that, and I'm not saying guys now go look for investors and stuff like that, because it took my guy 2 years, you know, my main guy 2 years, and then somebody else hopped on, and then he hopped off. But it took him 2 years convincing me to take his money. And really, it was $10,000 to begin with. And I was like, bro, do it. I sent him everywhere. And I was like, nah, I'm not feeling those people. I want to do it with you. And that's when I was just like regular Scoob and all of that. And I won't lie to you guys, you know, the whole prop firm model, the idea to it, it really does scale up your life as a trader. Because I saw with myself when I took on my investor, there weren't much prop firms around. I didn't know of any at the time. I'll assume that they were there, but when I met my guy, just trading that large amount of money, which is, should I put it? How much I was trading? Anyway, but I won't lie, that's what scaled up my life. So if people look at me today and they're like, hey, and I think I've mentioned this before on the podcast, I don't know if I have, but what really scaled up my trading life was having access to large funds.
Okay.
And were those my funds? No, they weren't my funds. You know, I got somebody who took my class because I was doing classes at the time, still modest in my polo there, trying, you know, and he took my class and he was like, nah, bro, I mess with everything that you're telling me. So from there, that's when he started putting money in, and that's where I think brokers also started respecting me, you know, or people within the game. It's because the amount of money that I'd come with, you know. I wasn't coming with tons and tons of volumes, and that's why maybe a lot of people don't know me and then ask themselves, who's this guy? How does he get there? What? You know, and it's like, no, guys, the reason why you won't know me, but then you step into brokers and they know me, is because they know the volumes that I was dealing with. And that was basically all based on like one guy who put in a shitload of money. Hey, sorry for swearing, but he put in a whole lot of money, and so prop firms, for me, they they good. You know, and should you pay? Yes, 100%. You should pay, because once it's real money, your emotions are totally different.
And
you know,
you're gonna act differently, of course. You're gonna take it much more seriously than just sitting at home trading at demo accounts. Now, if you've got rules that you need to follow, if you've got a trading plan that you need to follow, you're literally gonna take it very seriously. Actually,
you're gonna take it very seriously.
Be there trading, because you know that, hey, look, month end, hey, profit split is going to happen. I'm going to get paid out X amount of money. And like Scuba was saying, you know, like 5% of these large funds is very different compared to a guy who's trading $1,000 account.
Yeah, $1,000. Look, you can. And that's why, look, here's another thing. And that's why I think prop firm trading, look, it's something that I think this was in the first one, which is trading a scam or what.
Yeah.
A guy trading $1,000 account, but he's got employment. He can do the right things. He can do amazing things. He can go actually retire as a trader. Why? Because he knows that, and this is not an opinion. This is something that I've seen with people that I've dealt with. I've had people who are employed, right? And I've had people who just wanted to rely on trading.
Yeah.
And the guys who are still trading now and who are having significantly large withdrawals are the guys who are employed, because they're not pressured to trade. They don't even have the time to trade. And for me, less is more. In FX, less is more. If all you've got is just charts in front of you, that can actually work to your own disadvantage, because and this is something covered in Market Wizards by Jack Schwager. That's a book. I don't know if they've got it before. Guys, go read that book. The New Market Wizards. There's a Market Wizards and the New Market Wizards, where this guy talks about like trading, and I've dropped this before, and I've said it before, that trading is not like any other job where the more time you put in is the more you get out. You know, it's about opportunities. So a person trading 2 times in a month can make way more money than a guy who's trading every single day, every hour. And that's why I laugh when traders tell me that yo, I was up 4 a.m. and then I slept 2 hours.
Sure.
I was up 4 a.m. and then I constant buzz. Technical break. So yeah, coming back. need a clam. So, but yeah, 100%. People should go for it. So, I don't know. Do you mind going into the actual model of how they work?
So you'll correct me if I get anything wrong, okay? But it's pretty straightforward. Obviously, a company has funds that, you know, will be like, hey, look, we need people to come trade these funds, and there will be a profit split. So basically, how these, like, mostly these online prop firms are working, they're working on a profit splits of like 50% going up to like 90%.
Yeah,
some of them do 100%, like, but like obviously there's like terms and conditions.
100%.
Yeah, there is one, but it's up to 5,000 US, and then after that it goes down to 80% and whatnot.
Okay,
yeah, so
okay, makes sense.
So different places will do different profit splits. So you come in. So what happens is, before you actually get money, they'll be like, hey, look, come do challenges so that we can see how competent you are to be able to handle funds, or how you're going to trade or whatnot. And obviously it's a risk on their end if you actually think about it, because it's a thing of like, hey, look, we're supposed to give you money, now you need to show us what you can do with demo, even if it's demo money.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, you can do the demo money, but also pay us as well for taking on risk of like, hey, look, at least we need to get a little something out of it in case you decide to go do your own thing.
Yeah,
but also understand there's also drawdown contingencies. So you're only allowed to have a certain maximum drawdown a day. So I think sometimes some of the drawdowns are different compared to each prop firms. Some of them will be like 5%, but an overall 12% drawdown, or 15% drawdown, or 10% drawdown that you're allowed to take on your account.
Yeah, on your entire trading. Yeah,
you see. So like, it's not like you can come in there and think that, hey, look, I've got a you know, it's funny. There's a guy. Should I even be higher? Anyway, there's something where I was looking, somebody was trading, was it like 2 million or something like that? I was looking at the margin level of trading 2 million rand.
Yep.
And then it's like below 500%. How? And the thing is, it's when people think that trading $500, it's the same as trading 2 million rand. It's not the same thing.
Not the same
you
thing.
really can't function the same at all, because you can't be going the full margin on a 2 million rand account. Like, who do you think you are?
Yeah,
at the end of the day,
as if it doesn't think. So it's like, who is doing that?
Yeah, like, if you're really doing that, stop trading. Just stop trading. Just leave trading. Trading is not for you. Because clearly,
stop trading demo.
There's such a lack of understanding of the markets of actual trading if somebody's trading like that. Because like, hey, look, okay, if you're going to give me $2 million, 2 million rand to trade scoops right now, dude, I promise you 1%, 2% a day, I'm going to be relaxed about that.
No, but chief, either they're trading demo or where they're trading, they've got a P&L deal. Remember, if you give me 2 million, and I have a P&L deal with a broker.
Oh, yeah.
Whether I quadruple your funds or whether I blow your funds, I'm walking away with money. You know?
Yeah.
So that's where things get a bit controversial.
Yeah.
On people trading like 2-3 million, 1 million live
full margin.
You know,
going in full margin.
Full margining. Unless you've got like $2 million stashed away.
Yeah.
I don't see anyone full margining with their own 2 million rands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, man, it's possible. I'll tell you now, Chief. It's possible.
I'm not saying it's not possible, but I'm just saying what level of lack of lack of understanding do you have to be operating on?
Mfana, me, I've seen an account. Nah.
Yeah.
A retail trader.
Yeah.
Normal person,
Yeah.
not a forex superstar. A lady, black lady, and she put $1 million in her trading account.
Mm-hmm.
Chief, a week later, she's chilling there, negative 600k, floating. And so margin was like 900%. So it happens. It happens. But I don't see an experienced trader doing something like that. Look, that lady, I don't know why. First off, if you have R1 million to trade on your own, you're not going and getting the best education. Yeah, because I don't know who taught her how ganjani, because she didn't have risk management at all. Yeah. In fact, I need to find her and be like, Joe, throw the funds this way. Yeah.
So basically, that's what these challenges are for, to see that, hey, look, like I said, the contingencies in place, like the drawdowns, the stop out levels, like where they say, nah, dude, you're too much of a risk for us. Like we can't be giving you money and now you're gonna go trade like a crazy person, like a madman, going in, with unnecessary, trading with a low margin level, like that doesn't make sense at all. So that's part of the whole thing. What else did I say? I mentioned.
Yeah, so it's good. It's basically like the rules, what they do.
Yeah.
So normally, like I say, that it's normally about like 2-3% of whatever you're putting down. But you go, let's just say you wanna take $100 US, right?
Yeah.
And I'm talking about one popular one. I don't know. Should we list all of them? We'll get to that. Probably like $100 US. Then they'll require me to put in like $700-800 dollars, to take that challenge. And I think also why they scale you up on how much you must put in is because the higher the value is, the more you must actually care about what's going on. But they, like I said, that at the end of the day, everything that they do, the rules that they give you, the amount of money you must put down and all of that is well thought of, in terms of making their funds secure, because they need to be sure. And that's why you have a minimum of so many trading days, you have maximum drawdown, what, because they trying to take it as their funds seriously, And if you got to any other prop firm, even if you're doing it professionally, right? I think you'd still also be given the same rules. I know some people, especially like when the hedge fund space, they wouldn't necessarily go and follow the rules, because again, new market wizards. There's a guy who was telling me he was in like a hella huge loss, which I think he had passed his guide on how he must handle his risk and stuff like that. But guy came back, but that's not always gonna happen. The market is not always gonna come back. So I think these challenges are very important, but also at the same time, I'm not too fond of these challenges, but let's get into traders actually being matched. Ted, do you know a funded trader?
No, I actually don't know a funded
personally.
trader. Yeah, no, not personally though.
I know one guy, but I don't know if he was a funded trader or not. But I'll just say he was a funded trader and he watches this show, so I know he's gonna be in my DM like, oh, so dog, you think I'm fugazi? No, but he showed me back office, and he showed me like, hey, I'm getting paid out, whatnot. He never showed me a payout, but then he showed me his back office and the results he was pushing, and stuff like that. We actually need to hit up Kelsey for this one. Kelsey, come through. When are we calling Kelsey, dog?
I was actually talking to her a couple weeks back. She was but I'll holler at her. Hi Kelsey.
Yeah, maybe Kelsey can verify this one for us, or be like, nah, it's cap. You know, but we just need her to but just her, because she also got gang industry chats.
Trades being actually matched. I think that
oh no, I'm lying. I know someone, but I know a guy who's been getting paid month in, month out, probably for a year now.
Is it?
Yeah, for just like a year now. He's been rocking. Or I've known he's been getting paid for a year. So people do get matched. If we have anyone who's got any prop firm there, who's being thinged by a prop firm, please in the comment section hit us up and tell us, I'm actually funded so much. I think the guy went 50,000 US.
Okay.
Yeah, but trust, before this year ends, I'm gonna be back in the game. Yeah, just shop a challenge there, and see how it goes.
And guys, don't chase the 100k ones, don't chase the 200k ones. Like, literally start off small.
Hey, feed the ego. If your ego is telling you need 100k, feed the ego. Although don't cry when it doesn't go your way, because this thing can like go against you so easily. Hey, fun fact, guys, and I posted this, but I know some people don't follow me. I've actually been holding BTC.
Still, even today.
Yeah, even today. So yesterday it started taking a dip, so I actually switched out. But then last night again, I bought. Oh, and USD is looking nice. And last night again.
Nice.
Last night again. No, it must come down. We wanted to come down and go back up later on. So yes, then last night I actually bought again, and converted to crypto again. But I was stupid. I won't lie. I put myself in unnecessary losses. I took unnecessary pinches, but I'm not crying. We're still eating. Yeah. So anyway, I had to mention that because I know some people are touched that these guys are always taking dumps on crypto, and guys,
we're still gonna take dumps on crypto.
Yeah, but this was the first time in my life actually being like, I'm holding Bitcoin for the value gain. But I think after this weekend, I'm out. Yeah, so by the time you guys see the podcast, I would have had my money out long ago. Yeah.
You know what? Talking about prop firms. Now here's the dark side of I like the dark side of everything. The dark side of prop firms and whatnot is that some of them eventually become Ponzi schemes. Because what happens is that, they invite a whole bunch of traders, whatnot, people to come in, you pay your fee. And there was actually one prop firm, I think about a year ago, that actually shut down and whatnot. They stopped doing challenges and whatnot, and then after that they shut down and all that because of, this is basically why I'm mentioning this right now. It's cool. What happened is that they were using the funds they were getting from traders to pay out
traders.
So the traders who thought they were trading on the accounts were not trading on the market.
Yeah, they were trading demos.
They were just trading demos, and then
Yeah.
if you make a payout, obviously they have to bring in more people to come and pay out other
The other people,
as
yeah.
well. Whatnot. Guys, like, really do read the terms and conditions of these these challenges. Like, really do go in depth, read the terms and conditions, because sometimes some prop firms will literally tell you in the terms and conditions that, hey, look, your trades are not going to be placed on the actual market and things like that for whatever reasons they're going to put out there. So you really need to read. And you know, what's funny is I actually saw a comment while I was doing research for this. I actually saw a comment from some guy saying like, yeah, no, read the terms and conditions. They really don't put your trades on the market or whatnot, and all that. It's just like, yeah, sometimes you're just going to go in thinking that, hey, look, you're hot right now.
I'm hot in the market, and then they're not actually being pushed to the market.
Exactly, and not at all. And sometimes it might be smarter for them to like not put your trades on the market, especially if you're taking heavy losses and everything. Then hey,
yeah,
cool.
it's a risk for them, chief.
Yeah, risk for everyone. Everyone's taking a risk.
It's a risk for them. So I understand why they do that. I understand,
Yeah.
and like the thing is, like, is it a Ponzi scheme or what? Me, I think it's a finesse of note. All of these things, yeah, all of these things, because like I'm saying, you need to put money down, or you need to put like actual funds down, and all of that, and they make rules to a point where, and I'm not saying all of them,
Yeah.
right, but the rules that they set out for you, they know that they're setting you up for failure. They're setting you up for failure.
Yeah.
But like you're saying, read terms and conditions, because the day I failed, I actually could have saved myself.
Okay.
Right? I just, like, when the day came, when 30 days came and I wasn't standing right, I was like, I didn't meet the thing. I didn't lose money, I just didn't reach my target.
Yeah.
And apparently I could have retried. I made like 6-7%. My
Yeah.
target was 10%.
Yeah.
Made about like 7%. And then because I didn't reach it, I just let it go. Only to find out later that, yo, bro, because you actually didn't lose money, I could have applied again without having to put in money again. But by the time I knew it, it was all done.
Yeah.
And then like, it was like, lost
late.
of money. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that, guys. Prop firms, be careful. Read terms and conditions, guys. Like, and do it. Like, I think it's really good though. Like, it's really challenging.
it.
It's challenging. It's a challenge, and traders need to challenge themselves. You guys need to challenge yourself, especially as a trader. That, hey, look, I can do this. Whatnot? Don't be rushing to trade live accounts or whatnot. Challenge yourself with the demos. And
Yeah, and even most of these prop firms themselves, they actually do give you a back office where you can take challenges for free.
Yeah.
And test yourself there and score yourself there. So I think take advantage of that.
Make you better as a trader, you know.
Yeah.
Is
So
what-
that even if look, like I said, that I hit it up prop firm style, you
Yeah.
know, just like unofficially. It was me, investor. He's like, yo, brah, I've got over a bar, and then here I am today.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be who I am today.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
probably still be like, would have been like, hey guys, don't catch feels. Or I would have sold courses to the point where I could afford lifestyle, you know. But because I had money come in, that's why I didn't have to go to that extent of like being a serious course seller and feel like 100 things. Because now, guys, I'll be honest to you right now, a whole lot of people, that's how they got the kickstart.
Yeah.
Not that they're making all their money from the signals or what,
Yeah.
but they got a huge kickstart there. And ended up having like large sums of money, you know. Especially if you got the skill and if you're right, there's nothing wrong with that for me. There's nothing wrong. It's only when you're doing like dirty.
Yeah.
And I saw somebody actually DM'd me. I'll DM you back. He asked me about the trader in Cape Town, the Ngambla trader in Cape Town.
Yeah.
My guy, sorry, I saw your message request. I will send it back. You see, like someone like him, I know he never has less than 100 signal subscribers. and his thing is like 550, so he's making a good 50k there. So you understand, a guy like that at the end of the year, he's got his own half a bar to put into a trading account, you know, and actually trade there. And he's a good trader. He is a good trader. So, you know, guys, there's nothing wrong. But if nobody's gonna buy your signals, let's say you're a good signal provider, you're a good trader, and what, and just people aren't buying into you, then this is the way to go about it. Because, guys, I won't lie, and that's why I'm like, I always keep it 100 with the people. Guys, a whole lot of people in the industry made their bag from actually selling courses and what, and it's not like they're bad traders or whatever. But that was like to make capital, guys. We need to make capital everywhere, guys.
100%.
You know, and that's why I'm like, they are. Then we do have those differences between the people who are just doing trading alone and the people who are trading but are employed and stuff like that. And I think like those are chats like we need to revisit and look at them like in depth and in detail. But again, not saying that, guys, the glory stories won't be there. So I don't know. Should we drop the names of the prop firms there? I think I know on popular prop firms. I think I know 3 of them. Yeah. Should we drop the name?
Oh, we can go in.
I think it would be nice just to give people a list as well. The same way you did subtitles. I didn't see subtitles, guys. I'm sorry. I don't watch the podcast. I watch the what do we call it?
The highlights,
trailer.
The trailer.
Yeah, I watched the trailer, and then everything else, I'm like, yo, if I said it, I said it.
I said what I said.
Yeah. I actually watched one podcast, and I couldn't believe some of the things that I said. So guys, not the content, but guys, if I swear a lot, please do put it in the comments, because I'm trying to like swear less, you know. But I know sometimes some things can just be a slip of a tongue. But I've realized, I've said some bad words here, and I wanted us to be like not even PG 13. I wanted us to be all family. And I realized, some of my language there, if I worked for a radio station, I would get fired.
You'd be in the boardroom every other week.
Dog, BCCSA. It's like BCCSA would have my personal WhatsApp and be like, Chief, we are starting now. You are starting.
Again. Now we have to send somebody down to the office there, Chief. Come on.
Dog. Well, 3 that I know that and thank you for doing the research, but the 3 that I knew was the Funded Trader Program, My Forex Fund, and FTMO.
But those are actually like currently the most popular ones.
They're quite popular. And then this Lux one, I think I've seen it, but I've never really followed up on it. But the Funded Trader, wow, capital. They have money to play, no?
Yeah, guys. If any of you are like doing these how do you call this, prop firm trading and whatnot, let us know in the comment section. Hopefully we can be able to reach out to you and find out like how things are going and all that, because like we'd like to know honestly how is it going and all that. I know a lot of people tend to just want to be here quiet about their stuff, and I get it, I understand.
Or anonymously DM us, like just be like, please keep me anonymous, because the reason why I think we're asking for this is not so that we put you out there, but to inspire the next person, you know, to let the next person know it's actually possible.
It's possible.
I say, I have one guy, but I don't think he'd want to be like too out there, but I have one guy who like I said, the one guy that I know that is eating FTMO is making a good $4,000 a month. That's, you know, off of Hey, now I said FTMO. Yes, it is FTMO that is on. He's making a good $3,000 a month from being there. So guys, that's possible because I mean he started on the very bottom with only 155 euros. Which guys, if you're serious enough, go wash enough cars, you'll have 155 euros. If you, because guys, you also appreciate it more when you put in work in yourself for it, you know. But
and think about it, instead of taking that 155 euros to go and blow it and think you're gonna flip it
or whatever. Yeah, I'd rather go up there and the nice thing is
and challenge yourself.
Yeah, these guys scale you up. Yeah. You know? So that's the nice thing is that these guys will scale you up. So you can start on the bottom tier and not have to pay to be like even up to 400,000 because I see the maximum capital there. I'll use FTMO because that's the one like I tried and that's the one that I know everyone else is on. I've had other people tell me about the other ones, and I like that they making their rules a bit easier now for people. For people to actually access, because before they weren't very swing trader friendly, you know, you couldn't hold trades over the weekend and stuff, but they actually are now considering those people and making it all possible to hold trades over the weekend. But apart from those three, then there's the Lux trading firms, the 5%ers, or Audacity Capital, you know. I think they say those are the best.
Oh, like most popular. This is also like based on the most popular type of list.
Yeah, most popular. I think they'll give you less problems.
Yeah.
So I think mention those five. I'm seeing some interesting things here of like headquarters. But yeah, I think the 5%ers is one to look at. Why? Basically because they from Israel. Now, if you understand Israel and Cyprus, that's like where brokers really are. You know, yeah, Israel and Cyprus. I won't mention the other ones because next thing we mention another one and then somebody else goes there and then things don't work out proper. I think maybe the mentioned ones. Well, for me, the funded trader program, my forex funds, and FTMO. Are
ones for people to go check out.
You can go to the others. If you guys really want us to give you the list of the 14 others, do put it in the comment section and then we'll anonymously reply on a comment section, you know, so that nobody gets into trouble on the show that you're saying this. But yeah, guys, that literally for me, unlike account flipping, I think the way out of the hood is that because like I say, looking on my own life, I hit prop firm style, but it wasn't necessarily a prop firm, it was an investor. But if it wasn't like that, I was gonna have to sell signals or scam people until I got to the point to where I am. And I'm not saying people are scamming people, but it is what it is because that's what's happening. Because I mean, FSCA is even. I'm just gonna jump straight to the news. FSCA guys. Some people when I drop Krotman's name, they were like, nah. But guys, look now, FSCA, even FSCA carves now. And guys, FSCA, by the time they make a notice of you, that means you are a big problem,
very big problem.
Because you won't scam someone 2,000 rand and then FSCA is gonna go make a whole notice about you. But then when there are multiple complaints, you know, then they're gonna be like, yo, watch out for this guy. And so you see, I wasn't really sugeling Grotman when I dropped his name.
But you were not. You were not. You know, like literally, like he is the most popular scammer in SA.
Yeah.
No cap.
Straight up. And he must be careful. Because even I respect the guy. Not Grootman. I'm not talking about Grootman. I'm talking about who I'm trying to talk about now. So I don't know if I can say, but Grootman must be careful because they'll make him a small boy. Even cash flow Nqobo started like that. FSCA chaperone notice. Chigi guys wearing orange there. He's stuck in a holding cell there at KZN, you know? And I don't think anybody would want to find himself in a position where they're behind bars, whether it's for 10 minutes or an hour or 2-3 days. So that boy must watch out because the FSCA, by the time they chaperone notice on you, they're building a case and they may not be the guys to take you down, right? But then trust, they're working with the people that will take you down. They're working with authorities that will take you down. So that nigga man must just watch himself, and guys also watch yourselves when you enter these chats. Like I say, that if you're trying to trade people's monies, do it the right way. Do it via a broker, you know, LPOAs, copy trading, PAM, MAM, all of that, you know. And even Nani as I'm a investor, just do it that way so that everybody's safe, everybody's clean, you know. Do it with the regulated brokers, because there's no point in doing it with a broker that's done in Mauritius. And yes, guys, coming back, actually a couple of brokers also do the whole prop firm thing. It's always a chat when you have to name brokers now. Okay, let me just leave it there. There are brokers. I know there are guys locally who tried. I'll give you guys hints. They green. They South African and they have a green logo, and also but I don't know where it ended. Even the people that work there didn't know it ended, and I worked there, but they don't know. I don't know how it went or any. But call and inquire about that. Maybe a certain somebody will answer you. And funny enough, the key individual for that broker shares the same name as a key individual for another broker, which. There are 3 brokers in South Africa which are quite significant, have key individuals with the same name. But anyway, the other broker, Australian based, they have a red color, you know. I won't say their name. But they rhyme with Paxi. They're in Australia and red, so that's enough. I saw that they actually have a prop firm thing going on, and at least it's in their back office. So they really doing it. It's not like an onshore chat, like unlike the local guys. I think it's still like an onshore chat there. I feel like it's a Ngamla like kept society sort of thing going on. But let's not go into those politics. But yes, guys, there are brokers as well that offer the whole prop firm thing, so do check that out. And I guess the alternate for it is, guys, run a seriously hectic MAM or PAM, and people will automatically join. Because the nice thing with that, if you're hitting hot numbers, you're even opening yourself to investors that you've never met. People in Europe will be like, oh, this guy's hot, and then so it's easier to find that gateway through internationally recognized brokers, you know. And then from there, you'll get the attention, you know, that you need. So go with the European brokers, and you'll see some crazy numbers coming in.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. From my side, that is it for today.
Yeah. I think that's it. The shortest podcast we've ever shot. But I think what we said was important. News, I don't know, is the news, did you drop any news? Is there any interesting news?
There was just the solar power users must pay.
Yeah, I think people know about that by now. I'll just read the headlines for people that don't know. But solar power users must pay 938 per month even if they don't use our electricity, says Eskom. Which, as in everything else in SA, dog, do you really want to go read the article? Because that will only make your blood boil. And one more thing, one from my side, guys, I am looking for IBs to groom. I mentioned it last week. I am looking for IBs to groom. So do hit me up on the socials, on the comments. And I think the time is coming for us to do the live podcast. I don't know if we spoke about it here on the podcast, or I just said it in the group. But guys, we will have a live podcast. In fact, tell us, would you like to have this happening live, where we are at a venue where you guys get to sit with us as an audience, you know, and interact with us, and just take it. We won't bring on your favorite traders because we know some of them they owe you guys, but just tell us, guys. Just tell us that if you'd really want there to be a live audience podcast where we're all seated. It will be in Gauteng, obviously. East Rand. I really had a venue in mind. I really gave the guys plan. But yeah, just tell us. And if you guys are really keen, really keen, maybe we will bring your favorite traders along. Who knows? But yeah, just tell us if you would like to be part of a live audience, have a live audience podcast here. So even when we have technical errors, you get to experience them live, you know. I think maybe even a young Q&A session there. So that we actually get to your thing there, and I think it would just be nice just for people to connect, you know, and network. Mustn't only network at Groove or
like, I don't know, there was someone in my DMs asking me that he wants to just be amongst traders.
Yeah.
You know, he was just literally asking me that, like, where can he go? Because he literally just wants to be amongst traders.
La Parada, Josie Chin, Zanzu. Hey, one of my boys spent 45k at Zanzu last week. I'm like, what? He ordered Azul. He ordered Dom Perignon. I'm like, hey. Danko Mali. Yeah, but
I saw it.
Yeah, so I think we must just give people that platform of but you're saying you want to be around traders, go to those places there. Yeah, because even another trader of a friend of yours, I'm not gonna say trader friend of yours, but even another trader he mentioned Zanzu in him and his car being jacked and stuff like that, and drama. So yeah, I think Zanzu's the way to go. Apparently even some Nasdaq guys were there when a 45k was spent. So dog, it seems Zanzu's is a trader's place to go. And then listen to what one trader says to me. He's like, I think that's the cheapest alcohol club. And then I'm like, hey, but meet your favorite traders there, or La Parada, because I've seen traders at La Parada as well on a couple of occasions. But I think since they stopped doing the Hubbly Bubbly, you might see less of them. But let's start planning towards that, actually, guys. Let's actually make that a plan, and then like put it as a poster there. I'm sure we'll get people coming.
I'm pretty sure,
All right, guys, it's been awesome. It's been real.
See you guys next week.